Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.
The art of mixed drinks is the signature feature at Principal Food and Drink. We take a look inside the cocktail shakers here in Kalamazoo.
This is Principal, spelled with a P-L-E. Casey, what is Principal?
The name Principal with the L-E came from an old cocktail book. We were doing some research on some craft cocktails and some spirits over at Salt of the Earth in Finnville a few years back. And the name Principal just kind of stuck with all of us, the rest of the ownership team, as in it's just our values, our core beliefs. It's what we believe in. Less is more. We like to use whole raw ingredients, and we just like to have fun with it. So the word principle really comes from those mise en place, those small little details that we like to create and the experience for the guest.
So when I walk through those doors, when customers come in, what are the expectations and what do you deliver when they sit down on these stools?
You know, hospitality is a big, broad word, and to me, it's creating that memorable experience that you're gonna go tell your family and friends. It's that organic experience. We want to educate folks, and I think that's a big thing that we try to bring to the table. We want something new, unique, and different, and our creative process is really what we look forward to each and every day, coming to work, doing something a little different, you know, from the flavors, the products, and the techniques used. That's really how we create the atmosphere we have here at Principal.
Dan, you are the bar manager here at Principal, and you are going to teach me how to make a Saint Germain.
You betcha.
How do we begin?
Cool. So Saint Germain's super classic cocktail coming out of like 1920s London. It's a shaken drink, so we're going to start off with our shaken tins here. So let's get these.
Like this one right here?
That's the one.
Careful, easy with the Saint Germain.
Right, so we're gonna.
Am I right?
Yep.
Egg.
You got it. So we're putting an egg white in here. So let's get that all separated out for you.
Now, ooh, that's pretty good, huh?
No, that's a nice clean break.
All right, so we're gonna take the yolk out of this, right?
You got it.
So we just want the white. So why? Why just the egg white in a Saint Germain?
Absolutely. So by putting that's great. By putting an egg white in a cocktail. We're gonna really add this like kind of creamy, frothy body, kind of get like almost a nice little meringue at the top of the cocktail as well. So it kind of helps to mellow out some flavors. We're using some pretty big stuff in here. So we've got our egg white in. Next up, we're going to put in half an ounce of our simple syrup as well.
Simple syrup. This is the half ounce, right?
Yep, the little side of that will be our half ounce.
Oh, that's right. That's a third, right, on the other side?
Yep, 3/4 there.
All right, so we want to go to the line. What is simple syrup?
So simple syrup, we'll actually fill that
all the way. Of course, let's go all the way, right?
I know. So simple syrup, just we use cane sugar here. It's got a little bit more richness, but just that and water. So what we're looking to do is balance out the citrus that we're putting in this cocktail a little bit. So we'll do 3/4 of an ounce each.
So we're gonna need the lemon and the grapefruit juice. Okay.
That's it.
And we're gonna flip it.
That's you got it.
There we go. All right.
All right.
This seems very refreshing already.
Yep, so, I mean...
Do you like the pour? Kind of go high on that? All right.
You gotta have a little bit of flair, otherwise...
You got it.
Where's the fun?
How does it fit into the Kalamazoo art scene?
You know, it's all a craft. So it's really something that we're very passionate about. So when it comes to the research, the craft, making these spirits and having fun with them, I think that really ties into what Kalamazoo's offering when it comes to entertainment, shows, art hops, first Friday of every month. We have a huge art scene here in Kalamazoo. And I think art and what we do with food and beverage is always going to be something a little different. We like to have fun with it. We're very passionate once again and playful with what we have.
And then green chartreuse is going to be the spirit that we're putting in here. So we're actually doing a full 1.5 ounces of this guy. So just really lovely herbal stuff coming out of France, still made by monks to this day.
And what's the history behind this drink?
So, I mean...
I was just going to pour.
So yeah, it's, yep, fill that guy all the way to the brim there. And so green chartreuse is still made by 3 monks. They only they know the recipe. Like they're not allowed to fly on planes together, and they've been doing it the same way since the 1600s.
Wow.
And so it's just one of these super high-end, like really
great.
Herbal, a little bit earthy, but just really big punchy flavor. So that's kind of why we had to put all this other stuff in there to cool it down a little bit, balance it out.
Why do I think there's a shake coming?
There is most definitely a shake coming.
All right.
So we'll get this.
A dry shake.
A dry shake. So that's the first step. So that's shaking it without ice. When you have an egg white in the cocktail or cream or something like that, really you got to break down like all those proteins to give it like just a creamy, smooth body. And so we want to grab our shaking tin, load it up, kind of make sure that there's like a straight line as possible. Give it a big smack, sealed up. And so probably want to shake this pretty vigorously for about 15 seconds or so.
All right, are we ready? Here we go.
Oh, come on, crank it up.
And the internal clock says done. All right.
So yeah,
And now it's stuck.
Yep.
You handle this one.
Give it a little
There
bit
you
of a
go.
smack.
All right.
Opens
We
right
do
up.
okay?
And so it's looking great. You can see
Smells
those bubbles
great.
kind of forming
Yeah.
up there. So let's throw some ice in there.
All right.
Toss it in there.
All right.
And
Again?
yep, give her a big smack.
You know, I used to bartend. When the hands start to get cold, that's when you know.
It absolutely is.
All right.
So,
Oh, I feel like I've been trained well here.
so
All right.
I think it looks real pretty in this sort of this large coupe glass. So
Ooh, you want to see it again? All right, I'm going to give mine a taste.
No,
The
dive in.
Saint Germain.
that's it.
It looks fantastic. Oh, the smell. And it has that creaminess that you were talking about earlier. Let's give this a taste. Oh, that is super good. It's very smooth, has like a little velvetiness to it. It's the meringue on top. And you can taste the herbal essence from that chartreuse. And then the lemon is there, so you get a little of that citrus. And there's a little bitterness too, but I'm guessing is that the grapefruit?
So the grapefruit and then the chartreuse is going to be bringing a little bit of that to the party as well.
All right, well, hey, here's to making art that you can drink in downtown Kalamazoo. Cheers.